Well, we're going to continue on our journey of the Yoga Sutras. And we're on Sutra 2.2, which I have given a nickname. It's a little off color. I'm calling this sutra Shit Happens. This is what it actually says in English. It says, they help us minimize obstacles and attain Samadhi. So they is referring to Sutra 2.1, which said pain, study, and surrender are the path of yoga. So these things, pain, study, and surrender, help us minimize obstacles and reach bliss. So as we move through the book, Patanjali is going to tell us specifically what the obstacles are, but we've all experienced obstacles. So I think we have a sense of what they are. I'll give you an example from this morning. I got up and I meditated and did some stuff at the house, made my coffee, walked the dog, all those things. And then got really zenned out and came in to teach the practice this morning. And I got a text message from somebody that had some advice for me on how to run my business. I mean, it wasn't anything really important, but it was like, I think you should do this. And this little thing came up in me like, really? Like at 7 o'clock in the morning, you have this little tip for me? The first reaction is like, really? And then the second reaction is like, oh, haha, like, how am I going to react to this? Because I've got to go teach meditation. So you can either get offended and text back something not kind, or you can smile and just let it go. So the version of what happens, the obstacle, can be really something small. And we're getting these messages all day long. So people send us text messages, people send us just energy. You know, we're in the grocery store and we bump up against somebody and they freak out. I remember I was in a little fender bender, about 10 years ago. And I just so happened to be driving my first husband's brand new Porsche, which terrified me. And when you guess it, I was in the Publix parking lot backing out and I backed right into somebody. And, the first reaction is shit, right? Like I started, shit happens. And then there's like if I could pause in that moment and say, okay, like what needs to happen right now? It's calm, right? It's just a few breaths to figure out what's the next right, skillful thing to do. And in that specific instance, I remember I got out of the car and the other woman was flustered. And I was like, oh gosh, I'm really sorry. I said, that was probably my fault and let's exchange information. I don't really remember what ended up happening. Like, I don't remember if my husband got mad at me, if my insurance had to pay for it. Like, I don't remember any of that. But I remember so clearly how shocked she was that I wasn't mad or upset. And we talked. We had a really friendly conversation. And I gave her a free yoga class card right before we drove away. She was like, God, this stuff must really work. She's like, I think I need some of that. And I really do think that all of my practices up until then is part of what helped me handle that situation without freaking out. And it doesn't always work, right? Like, we're constantly in a process. But when people ask me why I meditate, it's so that I'm not a jerk. Right? I mean, maybe one day my meditation will evolve enough that I'm like attaining higher states of consciousness. I think a dedicated practice outside of a householder lifestyle is more of a path for that than the things that I use my practice for right now. It's really to deal with the obstacles that show up moment to moment throughout the day. So what we're doing is we're training our mind. It's like a workout for our mind, fitness for our inner witness, to experience things, stresses, pain, and practice surrender. Which doesn't mean I give up, but instead means I'm going to let this happen and be as skillful as I can in the moment. And sometimes that skill is not doing anything. Like, don't say what you want to. Instead, notice what's happening in your body. You might notice in those situations like heat rising or just energy. And as we practice sitting more and more, we become more in tune with what's actually happening. And we can, essentially it's self-regulation, right? It's what we try to teach kids in kindergarten. And we never stop needing a reminder about. So, any questions or comments before I lead us into a practice of self-regulation? All right, so the practice today will be a breath-focused awareness, a mindfulness of the breath. And the specific thing I'm going to invite you into today is the half smile. So Thich Nhat Hanh teaches this practice of when you notice something is an obstacle or a suffering, can you half smile? In doing this over the years, I've recognized in myself there's two kinds of half smiles. Well, there's actually probably three. There's the genuine half smile, awareness. There's the smug half smile, where it's sort of like, oh yeah, like I'm really good at this. And then there's the fake half smile, where I'm gritting my teeth behind my smile. And the aim is the steady, just like no big deal version. So, having said all that, let's begin the practice. I'm going to get you to, or invite you to close your eyes. With your eyes closed, or maybe just lowered, whatever works best for you. Sense into your physical foundation and the support you have from your chair, cushion, whatever it might be. And bring your attention to your breath. And attention can be as simple as bare awareness. So just a witnessing of the breath coming in and the breath exiting. If you need a stronger anchor, naming the breath, inhaling, exhaling. The practice is when something interrupts you, like my voice or a sound in your environment, maybe your body or your own thoughts. Just a little half smile that might look like just turning up the corners of your mind. Of the half smile as the flash of awareness and an opportunity to build more inner strength. just the breath. Every time you notice that you're wandering off or get distracted, it's an opportunity to practice. Come back, start again. Treat yourself with the same kindness you would treat a puppy. Take a deeper breath. We'll do that again, one nice big full breath. And then when you're ready, open your eyes. If you need to move around a little, you're welcome to do that. Insights? Aha moments? Just to share? Anyone? I had an insight. I'm gonna make a new t-shirt. It says yoga because shit happens.
Put me down for a small.
All right. Well, I hope you guys have a good Sunday. I hope lots of stuff happens. It gives you opportunity to practice. All right. See you guys soon.
Thank you.